I would like to introduce now to make some remarks, short remarks to us, Xuefei from Greenpost. She is a journalist here in Sweden and has written, in fact, an article that I read not for a bit an earlier period on her work in Xinjiang. And I welcome her to report on that or other aspects of what she can let us know. So you're welcome, Xuefei.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Stephen, for giving me this chance. Because only 2 days ago, I was told that I share some of my impression or my experience when I went to Xinjiang 2018. Just now, someone said they went to 2019 and I went in 2018. I can just have a little introduction about myself. So I was this Greenpost editor and founder. And when I came back from Xinjiang, I published this newspaper. And so all my experience in 3 languages, English, Swedish, and Chinese, and with a lot of pictures. And I have to say, share with Professor Michelle, it is true. The first time I have friends like from Xinjiang, 1990s, but how is Xinjiang? Our impression is always Xinjiang is poor, it's backward, and also there was bombing, and it was not very safe. So personally, in my inner heart, really, I have such a question in the mind: how is the security and the situation there? But as soon as I arrived there, I just see a totally feeling at home kind of feeling, you know, the city structures or planning feel like similar as my hometown in Northeast China, Dalian, Shenyang, and Beijing. You know, you have the Xidan and Wangfujing downtown street names. It's just the same as anywhere in China. So you feel like, aha, it's really very feeling at home. And then I have to thank for the previous speaker is Xuefei Lin, have a real theoretical or good PowerPoint with an overall picture. I only give you some specific my impression picture. So that time I went to this Xinjiang alignment center. So it is here I see the number 1,486 train just set off that day on August 25th, 2018. And so that year they said they plan to have like 1,400 trains going on operation to Europe. And but this is very, very impressive because that time is like 1,400. But by this year, May 21st, 2021, I read the news, it's up to 10,000 trains operating, or 10,000 times. And the good news is also they actually have another alignment site in Kurla. Kurla is, you know, in the middle of and in the southern part of Xinjiang. And by that, I was also so impressive. I show you how this the free trade show us. You see, this is a Kurla pear, the goat, delicious Kurla pear can come to Sweden, and I bought it in the market in Stockholm. I was just so impressive and feel so happy about this. And also the Xinjiang fruit, you know, you talk about tourism and here you have all these. We have all these. 新疆是个好地方，新疆西瓜大有甜 and that's not new. Good melon, watermelon, and holong or honey. But this white one, you know, this white melon, I never see that before in Sweden. And this year I found it in the supermarket, in the Ika market. I see this white melon from Xinjiang. It's just so impressive. And another thing is, I bought a robot vacuum cleaner, and I booked it online just for, they told me like it takes 24 days to arrive, but in the end, it just arrived within a week. And it's set out from China, then landed in Germany, and then from Germany to Sweden within a week. So it's just absolutely very impressive. And I like to echo about Xinjiang's agriculture. Earlier, the Xinjiang official talked about that. And I can show you this. You can see. This is a technology. It's an irrigation technology. And it lasts thousand years. And why Xinjiang can have a lot of highly effective irrigation system and get a good agriculture and these actual agriculture products is because they have this irrigation technology using the underground irrigation canal. And this is very spectacular or special in Xinjiang for like a turbine, the Gobi or desert areas. And also, I think my impression when I was there, Xinjiang, how they get rid of the poverty. The poverty is through 3 ways. And that sounds like what happened in Jiangsu or somewhere along the Yangtze River. Why? Because the farmers have 3 incomes. One is they have the, they have their animal husbandry and they have the melon and so on. But then they have the tourism. So the tourism has been from 2017 or 18, it's like 100 million tourists. And 2019, they get 200 million. And their goal is like 300 million. It's like a total American, or less than, just a little less than American total population. And so the tourism is very developed there. And when I was there, we have a Pakistan colleague, journalist said, yeah, my impression is Xinjiang is used tourism to deal with terrorism also. So by developing the local economy, you just eradicate the poverty. And without the poverty, people will do their business and thinking how to live a better life instead of engaging of some conflict or these terrorist ideas. And I want to show another picture. Yeah, we talk about tourism. So here is a beautiful place I have been to. This look. This is called Moon Bay. Moon Bay in the Altai area is northern Xinjiang. So last time I traveled mainly in the northern part and in Hanas area. So it's just a fantastic tourist site. It's just extremely beautiful and so attract a lot of tourists. Then my impression is, and then actually I went to Xinjiang personally twice again after that. So 2019, in March after the National Congress, I went to Xinjiang, and then I went to Turpan to see Turpan is totally different from the northern part. Northern part is very green and a lot of water and river and lakes. But in Turpan, it's very, very dry. It can be as high as 70 degrees, and it's a desert area. But it's very good with a grape, and they have a grape tourism that's also very attractive. And just now, the water irrigation museum I visit is in Turpan, actually. And then about the Xinjiang's religion and also the ethnic unity, ethnic group unity, I have this experience also. When I was there, these different ethnic groups, people. So in the Korban festival, they just neighborhood. There is a neighborhood committee, and this neighborhood committee just invite all the neighbors, no matter you are Hui, Han, or Kazakhs or Uyghurs. You come together. Everybody bring your own snacks and sit together and singing, dancing, and talking, and just have a good party. And they every year have this special day. So it's really, you feel like all the different ethnic group of people just sitting together and talk with each other and share the festival atmosphere. And the Xinjiang people is very good at singing and dancing. So we visited a lot of concerts, and so my impression is Xinjiang is very safe, no problem. You go there to travel. Of course, the security check is the same as go to the subway, go to railway station, or go to airport. Yes, you should have the security check. But then everything else is just so free. The Grand Bazaar in Urumqi, you just, I have deleted that video, but in the night, the night scene was just very busy and so full of people, very crowded. And Grand Bazaar is also a focal point for all different kinds of agricultures. So like Yuthim said, different Muslim countries communicate here, exactly. So you have the products from many other Central Asian countries, Turkey or Arab countries, and they all sold here, and all kinds of people. Yeah, like you say, 56 ethnic group of people, they just gathering here. And finally, I have to mention that I was so impressed with the road and new energy. So Xinjiang is not was not developed because it was lag behind in infrastructure. China has a saying called, if you want to get rich, become rich, then you have to build a road. And that is exactly implemented in Xinjiang too. And Xinjiang built a lot of airports, railway, and fast train is in Xinjiang, to Xinjiang, and also the subway. So 2018, I was there and just live in a hotel just beside the subway station, which was not completed yet. And then just a few months later, I went to Xinjiang again, and the subway went operation. Guess how much the ticket? It's just 7 yuan from the center to the airport. So it's like just 10 kroner with this subway. It's just brand new and just so modern it is. And also the road we drive from Urumqi to Turpan. And you can see the Xinjiang has the widest road in China, or maybe in the world too. It's just so wide and modern and good road. And along the road, you have another beautiful scene that was the wind turbine. All the wind turbine along the road. And yes, Xinjiang is also rich in wind. So they have the wind power, solar power, oil, and yeah, all the others like the previous leader said. So Xinjiang is a very rich place, and Xinjiang people used to say that they don't want to travel to other places in the world because they have everything there. And it's such a wonderful place that is willing to cooperate with the outside world. And I also saw actually in 2018, the Swedish ABBA production line, you know, the milk ABBA production line is installed in Xinjiang, in Changji new technique zone. And also the garment factories or companies, boutique or stores is also there. So I was so happy that I get the Cola pair can be here. This kind of thing is a very short time, you know, you cannot transport so long, but thanks to the China-Europe Express, this rail freight train, Sweden, we benefit so much from this. And I have to say that I was impressed by the Swedish Minister of Trade, actually. Minister of Trade he told me when I interviewed him, he said, yes, thanks to China's train, thanks to China's this didn't stop the train. So during the COVID-19 period, there is a large amount of goods transporting from Europe and from Europe to China too. Indeed, at the beginning, it's a little bit empty when we go back, but now the 70% of the train just full, even when they go back to China. So mutual benefit really reflected in the China-Europe train, freight train. So I would say that due to this, it shortens our transportation and really benefits both sides, China and Europe. So I just like to say so much. And if you have any other questions, we can talk later. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Xuefei.